What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Jody with Bayou Bandit Charters. Today we're going to do the first service on my Suzuki 200 outboard engine. We're going to be doing an oil change and a lower unit oil change. To start with, all you've got to do is take the side cover off. You've got 6 Phillip head screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You take those screws off. You've got to pull on it pretty good. It's got a good seal. I really like how Suzuki sealed up their motors. But take that cover off. That gives you access to your oil filter. What you're going to need for the oil change is you're going to need about 8.6 quarts of Suzuki motor oil. That is the V7000. It's a 10W40 oil made for Suzuki engines. Here is your part number for your Suzuki oil filter, and here is your crush washer for your oil drain plug with the part number. In your tool kit that comes with your Suzuki motor, they already give you 3 of them. So if you didn't know that, check your tool kit. There's 3 of them in there. For your lower unit oil, Suzuki lower unit oil, 90 weight. You got 2 quarts. That is the part number right there for your washers, your sealing washers that go in the drain plugs and fill plugs on Suzuki engines, on the new 200s. There is 3 plugs. You have the top plug, you have a fill or oil level plug, and then you have the one down there on the bottom. Suzuki did this in case you did not have a pump. Buy you a pump. You can have it the rest of your life. It's easy, easy, easy. That's the way to do it. If you've got a pump, don't worry about the top plug. Take the level plug out, take the bottom plug out, drain your oil. When it's finished draining, put the pump in at the bottom, pump the oil till it runs out the level or full hole, put that plug back in, put your bottom plug back in, like you've always done it with outboard motors. If you don't and you want to fill from the top, it will be aggravating. But if that's the case, drain your oil, put your bottom plug back in, leave the full plug out, open up the top one, squirt it in, keep squirting in from the top. All the air will come out. When you see oil coming out the full hole, you're good to go. You can do it either way. I still prefer doing it the old way, pumping from the bottom up. You don't have to worry about that top plug. All right, we're going to start with the engine oil. I've got a Shaw wing cavitation plate that is big. It's made for running in really skinny shallow flats. I will do a video on that at a later date. I just get my drain pan. It fits right there pretty good, y'all. Use the Allen wrench that comes in your kit. What I have done is got me an empty vegetable oil container, and I think I can use that, stick right up there in that area to keep from getting everything all messy and oily. We're gonna find out if that works. So we unscrew the plug. We get everything ready. That oil looks pretty good, y'all, for 20 hours. Really does. That is the break-in 20-hour oil. And when you hit 20 hours, let me tell you, those fly-by wires, those digital controllers, it will alarm, it will beep, it will drive you crazy, and it will tell you oil change required. While we wait, we hydrate. There we go. That's gonna work pretty good, y'all. All right, we've got our new crush washer. We're gonna take our old crush washer off, Put the new one on. And we're gonna snug this up like so. You don't want to over tighten it, but you can feel, you get that feel to it, you can feel that crush washer kind of crushing a little bit. That's what you want. We're gonna get our oil filter wrench, slide on there, be sure not to mess up any of the hoses. Like so. Boom. Now we got our new oil filter out. That's the part number I showed you earlier, right there. Be sure to take off the plastic cover. If you don't, you will blow your engine up. Now I kissed the seals, put a little bit of oil on that new seal right on the top. Doesn't take much, just enough you can feel it on there, and hand tie it. Normally I can't get a grip on it to get it snug like I want, so I am going to put the filter wrench on it, and I'm going to snug it up a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't go crazy with it. All right, we have the new crush washer, the oil's drained, new oil filter. Let's go to the top side, put some oil in it. And you want to put 8.5 quarts in and check it. And try your Suzuki dealer first before you get your oil off of Amazon or places like that. My dealer buys in bulk and they fill up these gallon jugs, and it saves me money. Amazon wants $45 for this oil. I can get it through my Suzuki dealer for $29, which is a very, very nice cost savings for me. That is 8 quarts. And now we put the half in. And we should be good to go, but we will check it after we run it to be sure. Should be it right there, fellas. Now for the lower unit oil. And when you're getting these plugs out, don't use a little bitty screwdriver. All that's gonna do is strip out that flat. Get you a man-sized screwdriver, y'all. Get you a man-sized screwdriver. Something that fits it the way it's supposed to fit it. And you can put some pressure behind it. Got a little bit of shavings. This is the first break-in oil. Very, very minute. And that is normal, that is typical. That is no problem with your break-in. Those gears has got a mesh. We're gonna put that. That's a magnet right there, and you can always check the conditions of everything. You shouldn't get much oil out with just one plug out. When you take the second one out, that's when you'll get your float. We should be getting a lot more flow when we take this one out. There we go. That lets you know your seals are good, by the way. If it all poured out initially, you'd have a problem. That is good oil right there. Lets me know I don't have any issues with anything. Still clean for break-in oil. Be sure you don't get these plugs mixed up. The bottom one is always going to have the magnet on it. The rest of them don't. Put the magnet in the top, it won't do you any good. It won't collect the little fines, the little shavings. While it is draining, we'll go ahead and put our new washers on. Best way to get those on, because they're a tight fit, is just screw them on like that. Because it's not going to just fall over those threads. But you can screw it through. And get them on there. Alright, these pumps are a lifesaver. It's got the same threads as the drain plug. They are plastic threads, so you of course got to be easy with them. So you just screw it in till it's snug. That's all you need. Then you get your Suzuki gear oil, 90 weight. Alright, we've got the motor pretty much level. We've got our fill plug right there. We've got our screwdriver right here. You want everything handy. And now all you do is just simply start pumping. That is so much easier. Fills from the bottom up. Lets all the air out. You have to tilt it over a little bit. All right, we're gonna get our second jug ready. And we continue on. All right, we're seeing oil coming out the top. You see that? That means she's full. About 1.5 quarts is what it takes. We've got our new crush washer on there. We're gonna get a thread or two started by hand. Like so. Get our screwdriver, put that rag on there where we can get a good grip. Tighten it up like so. You don't want to over tighten it, you want it good and snug though. And the head swivels around so you can get you a couple of wraps like so. Take that bottom plug, get it in there, get a couple of threads started. Get your rag on there good. Snug her up. It is also a good idea when you do your service to grease your fittings. Grease your fittings till you start seeing some oil come out, some grease come out. The other one's hard to get to. We'll turn our wheel the other way. And that's how we get to the ones on the other side. All right. You've got one grease fitting right here to grease this section. And the only way you can get to it is have the motor trimmed all the way up. Trim it all the way up, you can get to it. And that greases your steering column. And you have one more grease fitting right there. And that should be it. 4 grease fittings. Now we'll put our side cover back on. It's a little tricky to get right, but it's not bad. Start at the back, get it on first, and come up here, work your top on, just like that. All right, fellas, that was about a 30-minute job. We got our motor serviced, ready to go. We've got the oil change, the filter change, the lower unit oil change. We changed our crush washers, all of that, as well as greasing the motor. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all found it informative, y'all want to see more Suzuki maintenance videos when it's time to do the water pump, I will show that on a video. Anything I do to this motor, I will have this motor for years and years and years, y'all. So anything I do to it, any problems or trouble I have on this engine that might help y'all out, save y'all some trouble, I will shoot a video on it, let y'all know. If you like it, give me a like. If you hadn't subscribed to the channel already, please consider doing so. Thank y'all. See y'all on the next one.